Hey, how's it going, guys? Mr. Boss for the win here, and in today's Red Dead Redemption 2 video, we are going to be finding out what happens if Arthur refuses to enter Sonny's house. So if you guys don't know who Sonny is, he's the guy who lives in the very small cabin in the swamp, and if Arthur goes inside, well, you know what kind of happens to him. Or I guess you could visit as John. It's not really specific to either of those characters, but in case you have never run into Sonny before, this is what happens if you happen to stroll by his cabin located just north of Saint Denis in the bayou.
Hello there, mister. Hello. What you doing here? You looking for a friend? I'll be your friend. If you let me. Folks don't normally want to be my friend.
You're real strange, you know that?
So, you hungry, huh? I got food. I got food inside. Come along. What you thinking, partner? Now come here. Don't you hate old Sonny now? Don't hate him. What? Oh, you struggled. And you lost. But it was quite a tussle, I tell you. Quite a tussle, my pet. See? Friendship ain't so tough. And neither is you.
Oh, my Lord.
Okay, so as you guys saw there, Sonny is incredibly creepy. Arthur wakes up with less money. All of his cores are drained. And you can pretty much read between the lines of what happened to him. And then you can actually return to Sonny's shack, and this will happen.
Not you again.
So as you guys saw there, Sonny runs inside of his cabin, and Arthur or John have the opportunity to basically go inside, barge in, and extract revenge. However, if you just wait outside of his door, you'll actually get some hidden lines of dialogue. Take a listen to this.
This is only gonna end one way.
Go away!
This is a mistake you won't live to regret.
Please just go away.
You think you're walking away from this?
The thing is, I'm getting married. I am.
You're dead, amigo.
Seeing me. It was beautiful, but I'm leaving.
You've made a big mistake.
Okay, so we got some very interesting information about our friend Sonny here. The first is that he is getting married and moving away. I didn't know that about him. And he also describes his moment with Arthur as beautiful. That is incredibly creepy. So that's something you might not have known about Sonny. That's some hidden dialogue that you can actually gather from hanging around at his cabin if you return. Now, you can go inside, and once that happens, Arthur can say a couple more things to Sonny as well.
Voice alive!
Well, would you look at this?
Oh, Lord, no!
You're a sad case.
Why is this happening?
So after that, you are literally free to do whatever you want with Sonny. You can walk away. You can feed him to the alligators if you really, really want to. You can beat him up. You can shoot him. You could lasso him. And you could also loot the rest of his little cabin too. There's some neat little provisions in here. Nothing crazy, but it is something you can do for returning. However, I wanted to try a couple of more experiments with our friend Sonny here and see if we could gather some more information about him. So the next experiment I wanted to try is what happens if you visited him but didn't go inside. So that's exactly what I did. I went up to his front porch, which triggered the initial encounter that I ultimately had with him. And again, the same thing happens. He says, "Hello there, mister." He invites you inside. But this time, if you refuse to go inside, what I did was I went around back. He'll actually say some very interesting things.
I'm getting a funny feeling about you. Creep! Pervert! You sad bastard! Get lost! Leave me alone, mister! You linger there, and I'll think you like me. I'm not the creepy one. You are. You are. Yes, you are. Go away. Go away.
Okay, so when I heard Sonny saying all those things, I really wanted to try to get inside of his cabin to see like what he was doing. I mean, it's no mystery what the inside of his cabin looks like, but it would have been cool to see if he was like huddled in a corner or something like that. And I tried to get inside of Sonny's cabin, but I simply did not have really any luck whatsoever. Now, getting back to some of the things that Sonny said, you can hear him say creep and pervert. Keep in mind, this is coming from the same guy that just, you know what, to Arthur. Like, that seems very ironic of him. So, again, it just goes to show you the level of creepiness of this guy. And these are lines that I'd never heard him say before, which, again, is pretty cool to check out. Now, I did try a couple of more experiments at Sonny's cabin just to see if anything unique or interesting would occur. The first thing I tried was placing a stick of dynamite on the door to see if that would either get him to shut up or if it would kill him from the inside. And apparently Sonny built his cabin out of some really strong materials because not only is his cabin able to survive, but he lives as well and continues to yell at us from the inside. After that, what I did is I actually slept and returned to see if he would like be back outside on his porch. Remember, this is in the version of the encounter where we didn't actually go inside, and you know what didn't happen to Arthur. So what I did is I returned, and I was kind of shocked to see what actually happened.
You're a creepy bastard.
So you heard what he said there. He stated, "You're a creepy bastard," and then ran back inside. And then the same sort of monologue continues. So you do only get one shot to interact with Sonny. If he finds you to be too creepy, you'll be forever locked out of his little cabin. So that's why I recommend if you try an experiment like this for yourself, that you save beforehand so that you can do this multiple times. Now, after that, I wanted to see just how fireproof Mr. Sonny's cabin was. So I lit the lanterns on fire, and apparently that didn't freak him out either. He just kept yelling at us over and over and over again. So anyways, that is what happens if Arthur, or John, I guess you could say, refuses to enter Sonny's cabin in Red Dead Redemption 2. You get some hidden lines of dialogue, and we find out some pretty crazy details about Sonny that I didn't know. Like the fact that he's getting married and that he's going to be moving away soon. Although I find that hard to believe because if you go to Sonny's house in the epilogue, then you can actually find him as John Marston. So that's kind of weird. Was he just lying? Was he not telling the truth? Either way, I found this encounter to be very cool, and I had no idea that Sonny would say these things to you if you either A, didn't go to his cabin or B, came back another time, which I think is pretty awesome. So as always, I'd love to hear from you guys in the comments down below. Let me know what you think about this encounter, and as always, let me know of any other experiments or suggestions you'd like me to try. You can reach out to me on my Facebook page, which I'll have a link to in the description. If you did go on to enjoy this video, though, a like rating would, of course, be awesome. And subscribe to my YouTube channel if you are new or you like daily Red Dead Redemption 2 videos like this. With all the way, guys, like I said, thanks so much for watching. Take care, and I'll see you guys in the next video.